everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is February favorites. Yes, that day has come. It is monthly favorites and I'm going to show you guys what I have been enjoying this month. And I'm going to be honest, this month was a short month. I didn't wear too much makeup as I planned I would. I planned on wearing makeup almost every day and I didn't. It's just one of those things that it just doesn't happen the way you plan. I do have a February challenge I will be posting very soon, if it hasn't been posted already, the outcome to that. So usually I'll post like my monthly challenge and I'll tell you the results of the previous month in that video. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out my monthly challenges in my video list. So today I have only a couple items to show you. A couple are repeats and others are probably newer products you probably haven't seen me talk about. And I'm just going to dive right in. So the first thing I want to talk about is a body care item. I've talked about this before. This is the Marc Anthony Hydrating Coconut Oil Body Lotion. This is an actual lotion, so it's not a body butter, it's not a body cream, it's not something that's really thick. It's got a coconut blend chamomile white tea and it restores dry skin. So I picked this up at the drugstore on a whim because I wanted to see if this really works. And I'm halfway down the bottle and it's actually really nice. I like using this right after waxing. Once I shave and then, you know, not once I shave. Once I shower, after I go for a wax, I will put this on. And it's very, very nice. It's hydrating. It sinks into the skin, does not feel greasy. Like I put this on last night and my skin feels still hydrated without feeling like residue and all that. So if you're looking for an affordable body lotion, check out the Marc Anthony one, the coconut. I think there's an argan oil one as well. I haven't tried that one out yet, so don't quote me on that one. But the coconut one is pretty good and I definitely would repurchase. So for, you know, 500 milliliters, I think I paid under $10 for it. It's definitely worth looking into, and it comes with a pump, which is great, so you don't have to like dig your fingers into it. So that has been a favorite of mine in February, and I try to keep my skin moisturized throughout the entire year, but especially in the winter months I do get very dry skin on the body. So another body product is the Bath & Body Works Almond Vanilla Fine Fragrance. You guys, this is like, I put this in my hair. That's how much I love it. Like, oh my god, this smells, it smells of like baked cookies, but how can I describe this? Okay, if you like the Boom Boom Cream scent, you're gonna love this. This kind of reminds me of the Boom Boom Cream scent. A little twist to it, but it's still in that family of smells, and I love that. So if you guys are interested in trying to get kind of not a knockoff version, but something similar without having to spend an arm and a leg on the Boom Boom Cream, try the Almond Vanilla by Bath & Body Works. It is to die for. I just inhaled all of that mist, and I have asthma, so you guys know. You guys know if you've been with me, I've always had some sort of lung issue. And funny enough, it wasn't even because I ever smoked, because I didn't. I just gained my asthma issue as I got older. It was so strange. Anyways. Okay, so my highlighter, you guys. Last month, the month before, I've been continuously using my Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. It's just because it's such a fine milled powder and it doesn't leave chunky glitter on my skin. I'm wearing it today, in case you can't tell. There's like highlight on my face, my inner corner, and my brow bone. This is just so nicely finely milled. The only thing I'm like terrified of is if I ever drop this, because the powder is so soft, I'm I just know it's going to crack or it's going to crumble. So I'm trying to be really careful with it because it is such a soft formula. I don't want to drop it. So just be careful if you do have one of these, just not to drop it. But it is a favorite because of how finely milled it is, and the highlight on it is just to die for. Like, my inner corners are popping. I don't have a spotlight on me today just because I'm using natural daylight for a change. But you guys, Rodeo Drive, Ofra, I'm in love. I'm in love. The hype is real. The hype is real. Okay, so if you guys have watched my monthly challenge for February, you know that I had to focus on, a palette that I haven't given enough love to. And the one that I chose was the Stila Eyes Are the Window palette, and this is the Mind. So that is what it looks like, and honestly, I am really glad I pulled this out. It's an all matte palette, which is great. It's got light colors, it's got medium tones for the crease, I'm actually wearing it today in case any of you are wondering, and it's got really dark shades to deepen up your crease and define it if you want. I like this. I think I like this for travel too. The only thing is that if I decide to bring this with me to Jamaica, I'm thinking, well, what if I want a pop of shimmer on my lid? I'll have to take it and pull it from somewhere else, whether it's my highlight, or, another highlight that I decide to bring. So, I mean, the only thing that I would say is, if you just like matte and you don't want any shimmer, this is a great palette. If you want a bit of shimmer, then you'd have to pull in like a single shimmer shadow to bring with you to travel. Otherwise, this is pretty much all I would need to travel with, aside from that one shimmer shadow that I would have to pull in. And I don't mind pulling in a single shadow for that reason, because this packaging is pretty stable and it's pretty sturdy, so I wouldn't be afraid to, and it's got a mirror, and I wouldn't be afraid to bring it with me and, feel like it might break, because I don't think it would. It's pretty solid. So the Stila Eyes Are the Window shadow palette in Mind is a great one. My powder, okay, so funny story. I was using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I loved that powder when I was a teenager. In my late teens, early 20s, that powder, ride or die, it got me through a lot. But I find that as I've gotten older, that powder is just too drying for my skin. I don't know why. Like, I do have dry skin right now for the winter, so maybe that's partial, but it doesn't sit on me the same way as it did when I had younger skin. So, anyways, I ended up dropping the Rimmel Stay Matte powder on the floor, and it completely shattered. There was only a little bit left anyways, so it shattered, so I had to throw that part out, and I had to, pull out a new one. So I pulled out the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder, and this is what I'm wearing today, and I'm really liking this. It's a finely milled powder, and it gives additional coverage, but it makes your skin look flawless. I'm just stunned at how this actually really does do well. I think they have a Pro Glow one as well, but I like the Pro Matte in the winter, because what I do is I'll wear the Infallible Pro Glow foundation, like cream foundation or liquid foundation. I'll put that on, and then I'll put this on top of the Glow foundation, so it kind of gets the best of both worlds too. I like how this turns out on my skin. So far, I really am loving this. I've used this the month of February, and I used it quite a bit when every time I was wearing makeup, I was using this, and I still have quite a bit of product left. So how much product is in here? I'm curious to know. Does it even say? 9 grams. So, I mean, that's kind of in between. Usually it's between 8 to 15 grams, depending on the company. This one's 9. We'll see how long this one will last, but I will keep you posted. If you guys are wondering, this shade is Sun Beige. I usually go for Sun Beige in all of the Infallible line, because that's usually the color that best suits my skin, personally for me. And I do like this. It's a great one. It's a drugstore option if you don't want to go and dish out an arm and a leg for a foundation powder or something to set your liquid foundation. Definitely check this one out at the drugstore. I definitely think it's worth the mention. Okay, so skincare. I'm not going to talk too much about skincare because I'm going to be real with you guys. I have done a lot of skincare this month. I haven't tried a lot, but I've been focusing on finishing certain products up. And those things I've talked about in my nighttime skincare routine that I posted not too long ago. My Drunk Elephant Glycolic Night Serum. When you're starting to work with acids in your routine, you have to be careful on what you're incorporating at night in your routine. So I'm very mindful of what I'm adding onto my skin after I add the AHA, BHA serums. And for now, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible with those serums included so that I can get the best result with my skin and my skin won't freak out. So with that said, you know, the base of my nighttime routine that you saw in my video is still the same. Slowly but surely I'm finishing up the products, and that's what my goal is because I want to, you know, finish what I have is basically what the goal is this year. But there's one thing that I did love, and I didn't think I would love because it is a foaming cleanser. This is the Clinique Foaming Sonic Facial Soap. And funny enough is that I really didn't think I was gonna like this because when I see foaming in the title of the product, I kind of get a little bit scared because foaming products, when I use them to cleanse, really strips and dries out my skin. The Ole Henriksen black tea or red tea cleanser, foaming cleanser, I did not like because it really did dry out my skin. I've tried a couple other foaming cleansers in the past, can't remember what they are, but I know that they really did dry out my skin. So when I tried this one, I was really, really surprisingly impressed to see that this one does not do that for me. It is a cream-based cleanser. If you guys can see when it comes out, it's like a very thick, creamy texture. I like that. That is very, very comfortable for my skin. When I wash my face with it and I rinse my face, my skin doesn't feel tight or dry afterwards. It feels hydrating and it feels comfortable and it feels clean without feeling stripped. So if you guys can get your hands on this and try it out, if you're sensitive, Clinique is a great brand for sensitive skin. This is fragrance free. That's why I like Clinique too, because a lot of their stuff is, you know, fragrance free, tested, oil free, all that kind of great stuff. So yeah, dermatologist developed, allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. So that is why I really, really love this stuff, and you get a lot for the money. Like, I bought 2 of these at one of the Estee Lauder sales. There's an Estee Lauder sale that comes like twice a year here by my house. I have a connection because you have to know a makeup artist, you know, to get the tickets. So 5 fluid ounces, I ended up picking this up for like $10. So I bought 2 bottles of these. One is in my sink now. This one usually sits in my shower, or I take it with me if I travel. This is just a great one. I love it. It doesn't have any scent. You're good to go without fragrance. There's no oils in it. I just find that it really helps my skin, doesn't irritate my skin, cleanses my skin how it should without making it aggravated. So this is a definite thumbs up for me. A very surprising thumbs up, might I add. Okay, so I have lip products. I have 2 different lip product sets, I guess you could say. Well, one's a lipstick, one is a lip kit. And let's face it, you guys know that I've had these for a while. I've used them. I continue to use them. This is my Candy K liquid lipstick by Kylie Jenner. I'm actually wearing Dolce K today, in case any of you are wondering. But Candy K I actually keep in my purse because I find that this color is just a color that goes with any type of makeup look I use. So I can have the darkest, deepest smoky eye, or I can have the lightest eye makeup, and it'll be fine. Like it'll look like it goes with everything. So this is what I keep in my purse, and I use this regularly. Candy K lip kit. You know, with the Kylie stuff, you guys have to understand that you're paying for the brand name. That's what it is. You're paying for the brand name. So if you don't want to pay for the brand name, my best advice to you would be save your money, go to a ColourPop option. As many of you may know, ColourPop is the sister company to Kylie Cosmetics. So if you don't want to go and spend that arm and a leg on the brand name, then go to ColourPop. And ColourPop now is in Sephora. So you have that option. I don't get me wrong, guys, but I don't have anything against the Kardashians. I'm a fan of theirs. I'm going to admit it. I love, you know, my favorite I would say is Kim and Kylie, but I also love Khloe. Kourtney's my least favorite. I don't know why. Maybe because she's not in the spotlight as much. I'm not sure. But anyways, makeup look wise, it's Kim, Kylie, and Khloe that are my top favorite, and they are beauty influencers, whether you guys like it or not. So, you know, I don't have a problem in making a purchase, you know, to Kylie's website. Now, when it comes to Kim's products, I'm not really a fan of, so I just kind of steer clear from there. It's not really worth me picking up a contour kit from her that, you know, is like double the price when I can get one from Anastasia for a fraction of the cost at Sephora in Canada. So I think it all depends on your personal preference. As for the lip kits, I think it's a great idea. It's a very innovative idea because back in the day there never used to be a kit where you can get the actual lipstick and the liner to go with it. So I think that's a great like concept. The quality of her liquid lipsticks are drying, so if you don't like a dry formula, then you either don't buy them, or if you just want to buy them for her name, then just put a balm underneath or a gloss on top and you should be fine. Her lip liners are creamy, and they are very super creamy. So you fill in your lips with this, you're gonna go through your lip liner probably twice as fast than you would if you just lined your lips on the outside. That's what I've noticed from my personal experience. I don't mind. I like them. They do the job. The colors are very different than what I've seen, and I'm a fan, so, you know, I'm not ashamed to admit it. My last lip color is from MAC. It's one of those, you know, average bullet lipsticks that probably not many people see anymore because everything is liquid lipsticks around town now. This is Blankety, and Blankety is like a beautiful nudie pink, and I could top it off on top of Candy K, or I can use this on my own without a lip liner. I don't need a lip liner with this particular shade, and that's what I love about it, because I could just throw it on and it's not going to make me look dead. It's not going to make me look out of place. Like, I look put together with this particular lipstick. Sometimes you just gotta go to back to basics, and this is what I consider a back to basics type of product. MAC bullet lipsticks have been around for centuries, I find. Not centuries, but you know what I mean. In my lingo, to me it's centuries, but for decades. So that was it. That was my February favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not. I do have a surprise for you guys coming up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone. Mwah.